Let's get you a look at how oil is moving right now as well as we count down to that OPEC meeting this week. Of course, originally scheduled for Sunday, but it was pushed to Thursday. Both benchmarks inching up after that upbeat Chinese economic data earlier today and still reacting to that shaky ceasefire agreement between Israel and Lebanon. OPEC and its allies will meet on Thursday, and the meeting will decide policy for the early months of next year. The group will also discuss whether to delay an output hike again or proceed with reviving supplies in January. Let's get more on this. Who better to unpack and discuss than Amrita Sen? She's the founder and director of research at Energy Aspects, joining me live from London. Amrita, great to see you. Thanks for being here today. So what should we expect from this rescheduled OPEC meeting in your view?
Morning, Dan. Well, afternoon to you potentially, but yeah, no, it's still morning for you as well, which is good. Look, I think we are expecting a rollover of the current cuts. For me, the biggest thing is that OPEC Plus will not add to a surplus market. We know that crude inventories build always in Q1 and early Q2. Prince Abdulaziz has always been talking about how they want to maintain the fact that, or ensure the fact that inventories remain in check. And I think he's going to be consistent with that. So I don't see any kind of knee-jerk reaction that they are going to bring back barrels just because they've said so. That has been the fear in the market for a very long time, even though, we've been talking about that's not a given. And I do think we're going to get a rollover of the current cuts.
Okay, so a rollover, and that has been the OPEC mantra for a long time now. They're going to react and respond to this market as necessary. I thought it was interesting as well, the Trafigura CEO praising OPEC Plus for managing the market through, quote, unprecedented troubled waters. And I think that's fair to say as well. How do you see OPEC Plus's role evolving in 2025, in the year ahead, especially if there is a supply surplus, as some might predict?
Yeah, I mean, look, most people are predicting a supply surplus, as you say, and I really do believe that OPEC Plus will continue to manage the market. All these, notions out there that they're going to abandon that, they're going to unleash a price war, or Saudi Arabia in particular, I don't buy that at all. I think that's definitely not been what we've seen from OPEC Plus for the last few years. Then why give up all the hard work they've put through? And I do agree with the statements made around them providing stability, because we have had, be it COVID, be it a really, really weak China this year. Next year, as you say, if there is a surplus, I mean, the one thing OPEC Plus has continuously said is they want to maintain global inventories below the 2015 to 2019 5-year average. And so if that's the case, then they're not going to add to that. Now, having said that, we have tariffs coming, so potential negative impact on demand from that, potentially tighter sanctions on Iran or maybe Venezuela. So you could lose supply from that as well. So I think they're going to give themselves wiggle room to not announce something that ties them in for the full year, for instance. I think you're going to have uncertainty on both sides, on demand and supply. And that's exactly why OPEC Plus will remain, to your point, reactive and cautious, but equally giving themselves the room to react depending on how the market plays out in the first few months of the year. There's a lot of uncertainty amongst both demand and supply factors for next year, which we can't just ignore.